Hello, everyone.
Yeah, let's finish this.
So we're back in Gears of War 4 in a massive robot. Because why not? It's just the builder robot, but with a.
There's our dam, but the road's out.
Then we cut through town.
What have we got? We got a buzz cutter. Holy moly!
All right, kids. There's a lot of these assholes between you and that dam. Gee, thanks, Uncle Bear. Hey, you got it. Ah, shit! Carrier!
Scion, by that gate!
And speaking of gates, Bear, for what? Those mechs have remote targeting systems. Take what you want, we blow it up. Ha! Sweet!
How do I.
Rockets outgoing. Gates down.
Nice! Alright, we're moving on.
I can hear the locust, but I mean locust swarm. I guess we're climbing over it.
Rockets away. Fire. Care of them for you. Snatcher up ahead. We're positive no one lives here anymore, right?
Good news and bad news, kids. Bad news is, a lot of swarm are coming after you. Yeah, no shit. And the good news? The good news is, your dad's very, very proud of you. Yeah. Okay, look, I'm gonna kill some more monsters.
That was fun.
I'm not giving his mech back.
Hey, don't even think about it. Hey, more snatches up ahead.
We've got this.
How did it manage to hurt me?
Rockets outgoing. Fire. Target eliminated. Here they come. That did it.
Okay, looks like the only way out of here is through that wall. I'm requesting an airstrike.
Incoming.
Come on, over this bridge. Incoming! Oh, great, now we got a swarm mech.
Yeah, but this time he's picking on someone his own side. Missiles are away. Rockets away.
Oh,
Out of here.
Yeah, sure. But how?
Hey, kids, target the wall. We'll make you an exit.
I like the sound of that.
down we go.
Hey, you guys all right down there? Well, so far so good. Hey, any idea what's up ahead? Seen a lot of bad guys. Big ones too. Big, huh? You know, I think we can handle big. Ha! That's the story of my life.
I think we're almost at the ending.
James, the dam is just ahead.
Hey, more snatchers!
Ah, shit! Carrier!
Heads up! More carriers! Snatchers too!
All right, we're moving up. And notice, I did not say we're all clear.
I'm sure Dell appreciates that.
Ah, we're blocked. We're gonna need an airstrike.
No, we're not. I can boot it down. Okay.
We can't get past.
This
Need
is
you to
our
blow
way.
it up. Damn it! That wheel's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, we're just a bit taller than the last time we were here.
Maybe we go through it.
Rockets outgoing.
Okay, dam's just ahead. Let's clear that wheel.
Looked like it was going into first person then.
Okay, we're at the dam. Now we just have to find a way through. Watch it! Another Swarmac!
Rockets are away.
For sure. Yes, that's the heart of the network.
Then let's go get her.
Whatever's coming our way isn't going to stop us. Right? Hey, kid, I'm getting some serious seismic readings up here.
What the hell?
Just start shooting.
Yeah, we got him!
Kid, now keep pushing ahead.
Are you sure you want to push ahead?
Got it.
Oh.
Okay, Dad! Dad, really use some advice here. Okay, yeah. Tentacles. Tentacles down. Now's your chance. Tear that damn thing off.
Rockets away!
Another tentacle down.
Missiles are away! Missiles!
All right, another one's down.
Rockets away! Watch the quill! Firing now!
We weakened it. It's not dead yet. Watch it, it's firing. Shit, damn, we got incoming. We're hit. Damn it. We're going down. Hang on to something. Dad, down. All right. Everyone, get out. We're okay. But we got swarm down here to deal with. Just finish that damn thing off. Hey, Barrett, what's the Raven's condition? Main rotor's okay. Tail's gone. Why? I just got an idea.
Go for its head, Oleg. Uh-oh. Damn it. Missed it.
Kill it.
Woo!
Let's go get her.
Oh my god. You knew, didn't you?
Yes. But I didn't know we'd find this.
If I'm released, I'll die. They've seen to that. Katie, cut me loose. Please.
Reyna, please.
JD,
You can't ask her to...
don't. Just let me say goodbye. Take it.
Again. No. It's okay.
This isn't over. So get her somewhere safe.
I don't need protection.
I know. You need time. Trust me. I've been there. She wanted you to have that.
It was my grandmother's. I never knew her.
It's beautiful.
Whoa. Right, that's all she wrote. That was Gears of War 4. That was, I can see in sort of where I would change things and sort of do it different way. And I feel like it's a game of a lot of missed opportunities, and the story, I suppose, like, oh, it's the Return of the Locust, but in a different way, but I feel like it should have been the Return of the Locust. And the Swarm, the Swarm, I don't think it's a great sort of, yeah, I suppose there was just no big bad guy. There wasn't, like, the Speaker was in it for 5 seconds. He wasn't like a planner or anything like General Ram and stuff. I just think it does, or Scourge, it wasn't like that. The boss battle was pretty weak, I guess, but it was different. You just pull a switch, shoot this thing, and then shoot the spots on the Bruma. There probably should have been a second phase where you actually fight the Speaker, but no, they just kind of, well, he's down, I guess you just kill him then. So yeah, it's very, what they should have done, it was, you start off as JD and Kate, yeah, you go through it, and then you switch to Marcus Phoenix when you jump out the house at the beginning, and then sort of lead the pack as Marcus Phoenix, because I feel like you're just following all the time, innit? Not really, you know, carving your own way. So it feels like you should have really probably been Marcus and led the way like he did in the other Gears and stuff. Yeah, he had like Anya on comms and stuff, but I don't know, I think that would be more you know, more like, oh, the character I'm playing really knows what he's doing, so this is really cool. So I can see that it was made for new players, really. Like, so the character has no idea what's going on, and so do you, whereas I would have preferred to be like, you know, play as Marcus Phoenix, because, you know, it is a game about Marcus Phoenix. Well, the franchise's Gears of War main character is Marcus Phoenix, and trying to change that, I don't feel it works. I feel like they probably shouldn't have done it 25 years. They should have done it like 15 years or something. And you sort of, I'm guessing they can do like Marcus has lost Anya and stuff like that, and he's got to look after this kid, but there's a new enemy, the enemy's coming back, the Locust is returning different, and they've changed, and you can still have all the monsters, and they just tamed them, and, you know, tamed like pouncers and snatchers and all that stuff. But yeah, I just feel like it should have been Marcus Phoenix the main character, and maybe the you know, Kate, Dell, and things are sort of like, maybe just have James, and you've just got to, you know, meet up with your own squad and stuff like that, and, you know, new characters, and trying to survive, get to Jin, even though Jin thinks the outcast or whatever, taking people, and I mean, that could have been fixed right quick, really, because it feels like Jin was kind of in contact with him. You probably could have radioed him, saying, look, it's not us, there's something here, and yeah, so it seemed odd. But I'm pretty sure that gets fixed in sort of Gears 5 with, you know, you're all on the same side now as Jin and stuff like that. But I do think I wouldn't have. I do think they should have thought about the story more. Really should have thought about it. Cause it. Yeah, I know. Like Rod, what's his name? I can't remember the main dude who made Gears 4. He didn't want to be like, oh, it's another. Oh, the Locust are back again. But basically, it is the Locust are back again. So even though you said you didn't want to do that, you still did it. Because instead of you just changed the name, so it's not the Horde, it's the Swarm. So it's just like, you know, you've cheapened it because there's not really any history with the Swarm, whereas with the Locust, yeah, there's history there. But just doing a name swap doesn't feel right. So hopefully in, like, Gears 5 they kept with the Swarm. Gears 6, hopefully you'd see. I would like the Swarm to just disappear. I'd be like, oh, it looks like the biomass couldn't sustain itself, and the Locust were like, oh crap, we made a mistake here, without the Queen and stuff. And then because Reyna is back in Gears 5, and I think they need to change her character so she starts to turn into a Locust, looks more Locusty and stuff, rather than Swarmy. So you can see, like, oh, the biomass is breaking down. There's the Swarm are sort of can't really sustain themselves, because I don't see how they do sustain themselves, really. Like, the amount of food they've got to eat to support that massive biomass is just, I don't think it's possible, really. Like, all those tunnels filled with slime and everything. It's like, what's it feeding off? What that stuff needs nutrition in order to survive and stuff. It just doesn't. You know, that's not how, you know, organisms work, really. So it has to have some sort of sustenance somewhere. So it's like, you know, because everything dies without that. So it just seems like it wouldn't work. So that's why I think they should start. Because in Gear 6, I think they might still do it open world. Like, probably you visit certain areas and they all have their own Locust boss or Swarm boss, and I think, you know, having a contained story, have an overarching story that you need to defeat Reyna, and Reyna's sort of in, you know, you need to take over cities and stuff like that. Take up, like, you could take back territory and stuff from the Locust and stuff like that. Well, the Swarm and things like that. But I really do think you need to drop the Swarm because they're just boring. There's nothing there. Like, they tried with the speaker, and there's nothing kind of happened with it. So it's a bit like, oh, we saw one dude and that was it. So yeah, I think they need to really think about their storytelling, of what they want to say for the future episodes and stuff. So we're going to play Gears of War 5 after this now. It's a bit of it's a different one because it's kind of open worldish. I've only played it once, so I'll see about what I think about it again. But I do think a lot of people loved it. A lot of people were like, "This is not really good," because they dropped Of War and people didn't like that. And I think they tried to separate sort of the Gears of War from the Gears. But I do think they need to bring Gears of War and put the Of War back into it. And hopefully, because I don't like what they did with the characters in Gears of War 5 with JD and stuff like that. I don't think it was really good, because then it's just kind of like, oh, your previous game is sort of like, oh, the main character isn't all what he seems to be and stuff like that, but it made him sort of unredeemable in a way, because he killed civilians, he ordered the death of civilians and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't really like what you did there. Marcus Phoenix's son wouldn't be like that. But, you know, I suppose he went to boarding school and stuff like that. But then again, I really don't like the story. Like, why would... It just seems very... the Coalition don't really understand the characters, in a way, from where they left them in Gears of War 3. Because I think Marcus would have really gone the other way, sort of being more caring and kind after all he's lost, so he has more empathy and compassion with everything. And probably, yeah, it would have been a bit miserable and stuff after his wife, you know, passed away. But you could have just changed that, like, there could have been, oh, Anya wanted to do this and Marcus wanted to just live a normal farmer life or whatever. And they had JD and stuff like that. And then, you know, they could have kind of split up. So maybe it was sort of like Anya dropped JD off, you know, where, you know, it's, he's having it on the weekends, and then this outbreak of the locusts come back and stuff, and Marcus has got to get a journey back to New Ephyra in order to get his son safe. A bit like The Last of Us, really, but, you know, with more, because he's kind of estranged from his father, and then him learning more about his father and stuff through the whole process and things. I think that would have been a way better thing. And you could sort of meet up with your old gang and stuff, like, you know, and, you know, be proper buddies and stuff with the squad, and sort of teach JD how to, you know, how to get stuff done the Delta way and stuff like that. I think that would have been a way more better story. But yeah, overall it was okay. It was okay, not as good as the original trilogy. But yeah, they just need to spend more time thinking about this stuff. And I think in Gears of War 6 we should play as either JD or Marcus Phoenix again and get JD's redemption story and all that stuff done. And yeah, there's a choice you have to make in Gears 5 that just makes no sense. Like, I just think... So it has to go with something in Gears of War 6, so either JD or Dal are dead. So you'll find out... well, we'll do the Let's Play, and then I'll talk about Gears 5 more and how I didn't like it. But I have only played it once, like I said, so maybe my tune will change. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I would like to see you in the next one. So stay tuned for Gears of War 5 in the next coming episodes. Goodbye.